Okay, this is Orlando Wilson, and what I want to talk about in this video is something that seems to be a topic that's debated quite often in the close protection world. Generally by those I take it with no experience in the close protection world. People that like to go to conferences, events and talk BS but's never done an actual job. And that's working alone. And some people say you can't work alone. I've seen one article out there, the lone operator's dead or some BS. You know what? In their comfy little armchair world, maybe it is dead. Maybe in their minds, it's something you can't do. I'll tell you a fact, and I've been in the close protection business now commercially for 30 years. I joined the military in '88. I got out the military in '93. Since then, since '93, I've been involved in the commercial close protection, investigations business, etc. So I understand things just a little bit. So, working by yourself, as I said, the majority of jobs are going to be one-man close protection jobs. Why? Because of the basic fact that the clients don't want to pay excessive amounts of money for a full close protection team. You might be lucky or unlucky and work with one other person. You might have a driver, but I would say that's the max you're going to encounter. A lot of clients will have residential security, etc., in addition to having a CP guy, girl with them. But you're not going to be doing the 10-man formations, etc., etc. Generally, unless you're working with government, and government tends to have an unlimited budget. Everything's paid for, the expenses are paid for. Or you're working with some of the top, let's say some of the top Arabs, some of the top Okalads that want to show. They want to show off that, look at all the people I got around me. Generally for me, the larger formations, the larger teams do nothing but draw attention. They're not intimidating. To put it into first world terms, real world terms, today's terms, one RPG into a team of into a client, his team of BGs has just wiped everybody out, right? So it's not, for the bad guys, it's not really intimidating, it's a show. A lot of people with money, a lot of celebrities don't even have full-time CP people. They hire when they need. They might have somebody on their books to tick the box for the insurance to say, yes, we have a close protection person, team, company, but do they use them when necessary? So whether you're providing close protection services, and as I said, I've provided close protection services by myself, Europe, Latin America, Caribbean, Africa, etc. That's about the limit. Armed, unarmed, all the same. Even if you're providing advanced work, surveillance services, investigation services, you're going to be working alone. So this is where you have to get used to, and this is when I'm looking at people, whether they can actually do the job, get used to working alone. And people that need to be able to work alone are people that can function in their everyday life. So this is where if I'm talking to people that want to get into the CP world, CP business, they have to be able to function. And this is what people class these days as soft skills. You have to be able to get from A to B. You have to be able to get up in the morning. You have to be able to go out, you have to be able to function on a normal daily basis. And the close protection skills, they're an extra. Examples: if you're doing a job, if you're with a client, you need to be able to get up in the morning. A lot of people have problems doing that. A lot of people can't turn up for work on time, which is a massive, which can cause massive problems. If somebody can't turn up to work on time, they're no good, however skilled or tactical they are. The other issue, especially, I'll bash Brits again, Brits going out, having a few drinks at night, having a few too many drinks at night and partying. You know what? I've got nothing against people partying. Party as hard as you want, but do it when you're not working. When you're working, I generally say to the guys, okay, you might have a beer at night, that's it. Nothing more. Don't go partying when you're working with clients. Turn it on, turn it off, that's it. Being out to whorehouses till 6 o'clock in the morning, you got to be with a client at 7. You know what? That's cool when you're in the military, when you're 18, 19, 20. But if you're in the close protection business, those days should be long, long behind you. You should have learnt your lessons a long time ago and partied a long time ago. The CP business is about business. So, back on topic. The reason a lot of people, if you ask me, on the close protection courses teach large formations, it's to keep the students busy. I understand it's a requirement in some licensing courses to teach 4-man formations, etc. Okay, they're teaching it. Reality, you're very rarely ever going to use a formal formation. So a lot of these people teaching formations on courses, and I've seen some guys teaching like 10-man formations. It's crazy. I'd say the only reason they're doing that is they don't know what they're doing. They have no experience in the commercial close protection world, and they've got a large course. So they have to keep the busy people because they don't have enough instructors that know anything about the close protection business that can actually teach the students what they need to be learning. So they're trying to keep them busy by teaching massive formations that they'll never ever use. So I hope this video has been a little bit informative about working individually, which to me, most people in the close protection business are working individually. One, maybe a security driver, maybe with a CP guy and a driver. I'm sure some of you will say, well, security drivers don't work, etc. They don't, because you're too busy focusing on driving. But you know what? When it comes down to the commercial world, if that's what the client wants and they're paying the bills, you've got to consider, are you going to provide the service or lose the job and not make the money? The close protection business is a business, so you have to make yourself employable or hireable. By wanting large formations and wanting the world to be perfect, chances are you're not going to get any work. So this is where you have to draw the line, and this is something a lot of people have trouble doing, of, okay, this is a perfect plan, and then giving the client a realistic plan and letting them decide what they want and what they're going to pay for, and then it's up to you whether you want to take the job or not. But all this BS about you can't work alone, as I said, is complete BS. The people that's out there saying it, I would say, have got no experience working in the commercial close protection world. They might have been in some police team or military team or some BS, but I'd say their experience of reality is extremely limited, if they even live in reality. Anyway, little video there. I hope it's enlightened a few of you. We've got a lot more videos going up on social media. We've also got a podcast going now. So follow us along on social media for more content on close protection, international security, terrorism, kidnap, ransom, etc. Also, I got an array of books on Amazon to do with close protection and the security business. And if you're connected with me on social media, please feel free to reach out if you've got any relevant questions. Give me some time to get back to you, because I'm usually busy or I'm out walking and enjoying the beautiful cold weather.